let's talk about the interview. Okay, this is the most crucial part of your entry to medical school. You've come this far, you've passed the entrance exams, your WASI and everything, so you take this part very seriously. What you do, what you wear, how you talk, how you walk, everything. But do not panic, it's going to be fine. The executives on the panel are looking forward for you to succeed. They have your best interest at heart, so do not panic. Okay, so my interview was supposed to start at 8:30. Other people had theirs in the afternoon. So when we got there, we arranged according to our surnames. Okay, and I was about number 7 or number 8. So when we sat down, I was panicking a little bit, and then one lecturer came in, and then he told us everything. He made us feel comfortable, he made us feel very comfortable and welcome. So I was better. I stepped into the washroom, went to touch up my makeup, and then came back. We sat there for a while, and it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for one person to be done. Some people take shorter, but nobody really took over 30 minutes. So yeah, we sat down, and then when it was nearing my turn, I was a little bit nervous. So I decided to chat with the lady sitting beside me. Hi Franca, if you're watching this. So we had a nice chat, we helped each other. I told her the things I had heard and things I was expecting. She also told me hers, and yes, it was my turn. So she was after me rather. So it was my turn, and then I got in. I entered, well dressed, comfortable, but I was panicking. So they tried to calm me down by speaking to me in my local language, and that was okay. That made me feel a little bit at home, made me feel like they were normal people, So I sat down, and my first question was, why medicine? I mean, you should know the answer to this. You should be able to say it without pause, you should be able to know why you want to read medicine. And it shouldn't be because I want to save lives. 1,001 people want to save lives. People are saving lives by so many ways. Why medicine? There should be more than you want to save lives, because everybody's point will be towards that, but you should stand out. There should be a reason why we want you to be here. So I actually told a story about my family, okay, and the path to help. So I'll answer that question in my interview preparation stuff. And then my next question was an ethical question. So I was asked, if a lady comes to the hospital, okay, a pregnant woman comes to the hospital, and then that when she gives birth normally without CS, she's going to die, the baby is going to also die, they're both going to die, okay, and that the only way is through CS, and then this lady refuses CS, what are you going to do? What will you do in such a situation? So my first thought was, I'll let her know the risks she's putting herself through, and I'm going to let her have time to think about it. I'm going to give her books or websites from the internet, whatever, to read about and know what she's going to put herself through. They were like, no, she's in labor. If you leave her for the next 5 minutes, you come back and she'll be dead with the baby. What are you going to do? So I was like, okay, fine, I'll call on the husband. She's a single woman, she's a single mother, she doesn't have a husband. So yes, under normal circumstances, I know that you'll be thinking that you will just go ahead with the CS, but it doesn't work that way. There is something called patient autonomy. The patient has the right to accept or reject any kind of treatment. So you cannot go against the patient's wishes, whatever the case may be. So what I said was that if there is no absolute figure, there is nothing which is 100%, okay, and if this chance of her through the normal birth, okay, if there is a 0.001% chance that she will survive, I will try all my best. I'll put all the people I can on board and give it all my shots. Maybe she will survive, and I know that I did all I could. They were like, this child is going to die. And I was like, yes, she has the right to choose what happens to her body. So, and then they were like, no, the baby is under 2 or so the baby belongs to the state. I was like, well, the baby belongs to the state, but this baby is still in the woman, and this is the woman's body, so she has the right to choose. I was like, okay. Then I was asked a third question, that if medicine, you know, there's innovation, there's technology, and so much going on. So in the next 10 years, when I'm no more needed as a doctor or a surgeon, when computers can do my job efficiently, what will I be doing with my life? So I replied, I hadn't really thought about that before then. So I went like, well, everybody deserves a human being at a point in time, and the kind of empathy that a human being can show cannot be compared to that of a computer. The fact that somebody who can go through your experience is listening to you and understands you even solves half of your situation. So I think doctors will still be needed in the next 10 years. Nailed it. Maybe not, but I mean, it sounded good. And then I was asked whether I participated in sports in SHS, which I did. I used to throw the javelin and the discus, and the answer I was first before, and no, I was mostly like second. Most people didn't participate in javelin, so even if you had no experience, you could survive. That was it. And then I was asked whether I had been a prefect in SHS. I had not, but I was the general secretary of GUNSA, which was Ghana United Nations Students and Youth Association, and I was the SRC representative in 100 in first year, Form 1, and I was SU something. So those things, yes, you need that. And then yes, that was my interview. I said thank you, and I asked them to have a nice day and enjoy the rest of their interviews, and that was it. I went out and I felt okay. I felt okay. So yeah, those are some of the things you should expect, and there are going to be about 6 people on the panel. Yes, I have 6 people on my panel, and maybe fewer or maybe more, I don't know for now. But there was one person there who was just writing, okay, that everybody was kind of writing something. I think they were putting down marks, but it was fun and I enjoyed every moment. I enjoyed every bit of it. So yeah, that was my interview experience.